Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my video. Tonight I have the experimental three-phase pulse motor set up with the green phase. There's just 3 coils on there. 75 feet wire, 26 gauge and 29 gauge. I have them running in one circuit. They're in parallel. They're all parallel with each other on the circuit. So they're all the coils are hooked up the same way, and then it is a 100 ohm fixed resistor. And I got them all running into this battery, and I've been running for about a half hour now, and it is not putting anything into that battery at all. It's running on about 800 milliamps. I'm running it off the 500 milliamp wall wart, and the wall wart is getting very hot. It's pretty warm there. It's running at about 760 RPM. And that resistor right there is very hot too. And this jumper wire right here is getting pretty warm as well. Now this diode here is not warm or anything like that. None of these wires here are warm, none of the coil wires or anything like that. But the resistor is hot. And I would say that if I was going to run this setup like this all the time, I would want to use some bigger wires here, like maybe a 20 gauge wire for my jumpers here, with all 3 of those coils running through the same wires there. It's a little bit small wire for that much, because I have 3 26 gauge wires running through each one of those wires, and 3 of the 29 gauge. Now this is a little bit thicker than 29 gauge, so it might be good for the triggers, but it's not good for the runs. And it is using a lot of juice there. It seems to fluctuate between 700 and 800 milliamps here. It's jumping back and forth, and that might be because I'm overtaxing this thing. Now it did slow down a little bit, and I noticed it goes up and down. The fluctuation goes up and down a lot on it. So yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. But that's the setup there. That's the last time I had them in series, and this time they're in parallel on one circuit. So the series ones only use 100 milliamp, and in parallel here they're using about 800. So now it's going back up again. See, now the amps just went back up to 800 milliamps, and it's speeding back up again. So it fluctuates. It goes up and down and up and down. I don't understand what's making that do that, other than the fact that this is only a 500 milliamp wall wart, and I'm overtaxing it, and that might be where the bottleneck is right there. And it's just reflected out here probably. So that's it for that. Still, I'm not putting anything in that battery at all. But it's moving pretty good. It's got a lot of torque. I can grab hold of the wheel, and it hardly slows down at all. Well, it slowed down about 60 RPM there, but it'll burn your hand before you get it slowed down any more than that, really. So it does have a lot of torque with that configuration. So, well, I guess that's my video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.